Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. How's it going? Uh, so we're here watching another match watch along for the live games around the grounds. Tonight we are watching Preston v Coventry, and we'll also be keeping an eye on the other games going on around the grounds, guys. So if you just join us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. Um, the game has just started, so I'll keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Just a quick apology as well to you guys for last night. The stream was cut short unexpectedly, um, but there was a logical explanation for it in the end, even though it was quite irritating it happening. Um, so there you go, guys. You can see the stats on the screen there with the new stat screen. You can see quite some interesting stats come up on this. As you can see, goals scored this season: Preston 30, Coventry 37. Will that have any bearing on the game? So currently, the ball being knocked about between both teams, a bit scrappy, but just seeing Coventry at the moment attempting to hit Preston on the counter attack. But Preston have managed to get bodies back behind the ball, and now the referee blows for a foul, and we have a free kick on that far side. How's it going, Stevie? Stevie with us in the background, always doing the magic to keep the chat clean. How's it going, Stevie? Good to see you, mate. Stevie saying, evening, guys. Hope Preston get a win tonight. Um, cool. No worries, mate. No worries. Obviously, trying to watch this one as neutral as possible. Good game. Both teams sitting mid-table, guys, at the minute. That's why we're covering this game today, because as the season comes to a close, if these two clubs don't get some momentum going, there's a good chance that where they are right now, they could finish that around that place by the end of the season. So we're watching this to see if either of these two clubs can get a win tonight, and what will possibly get them a win, a run of wins going to make a charge on the playoffs, a late charge, because it would be a late charge. But these two clubs would both either would both need to put a good run together to potentially achieve that. So this could be their last opportunity to start getting a winning run going to make a charge up the table. Um, so, yeah, thanks for that, Stevie. Aaron Keane, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Good to have you with us, Aaron. He's saying, "Hi, mate. A one-all draw, but I hope Preston win." But right, cool. Thanks for that, Aaron. I presume you are watching the Bolton game, mate. Be keeping an eye on that myself. Obviously, as I've said to you guys, Bolton is my club, but want to want to try and obviously give fair consideration to all clubs, because the channel's not about obviously about Bolton, it's about fans. So we do try to cover as much different games as possible. But obviously, my club are playing tonight, so we'll be keeping an eye on that as we go through the night. But like I say, we are also trying to give consideration to other clubs as well. So that's why I picked this game tonight. Spoiled for choice a little bit tonight. There were quite a few games we could have done. But as I say, we're trying to continue the momentum of going around the grounds and giving as many clubs as possible fair coverage on the channel. Some clubs have had plenty of coverage. Some clubs have not had much coverage. So we'll keep doing it. We'll keep pushing forward and try and get around as many clubs as possible. But yeah, good to have you with us, Aaron. How's things with you, mate? Hopefully you're all right. Do you have a score prediction for the Bolton game tonight, mate? Let us know if you do. Sorry, just bear me a second, guys. I'm just trying to turn on my other monitor so I can actually keep an eye on on the other game as well going on that I'm interested in. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. They're all sorted now. So yeah, Aaron, let us know, mate. If you've got a score prediction for the Bolton game as well, that'd be awesome. But Aaron thinking this one will turn out with a 1-1 draw. But he's back in Preston, right, which is fair enough, mate. That's good shout. Like I say, hopefully, we'll see what happens in this game. Both teams sitting one. I'm trying to remember now where they're sitting. I think it was 11th and 12th in the league, if I remember rightly. So I'm just going to quickly remind myself so I can share that with you guys. Just bear with me a second. I'll come back to the chat in a sec, guys. So where was we? Yes. Um, so Coventry sitting at the moment in 10th and Preston in 12th. So the last night when I looked, they were actually right at the side of each other. But I'm assuming that the table is more updated now. We've got games going on tonight. So um, as I say, both clubs in need of the win. Aaron is saying, "Yep, come on, Wanderers! Absolutely, mate, absolutely." Um, Big game tonight for Bolton down there on the south coast, taking on Portsmouth. So currently 6.5 minutes gone, guys, in the game. Preston v Coventry, and we've got a throw in on the far side for Preston, midway inside the Coventry half of the pitch. Thanks for that, Aaron. Good to have you with us, mate. Joey's saying, "Hi, Gaz. How are you doing, mate?" I'm good, thanks, Joey. How are you tonight? Um, Hope you're good, mate. Let us know if you've got score prediction. But yeah, good to see you, mate. And would would love to know your thoughts on the Joey. I meant to ask you today. Sorry, I would love to know your thoughts on Man United's victory in the cup. A lot of hype going on about Man United at the minute winning the cup. But let's be honest, Man United sing the "Glory, Glory" song, which kind of annoys me really. But I've seen a lot of press recently about United over the last 2 days or so, and anybody would think they won the Champions League or something. They won the League Cup, um, and they're going on like that. Oh, we're back on the road to trophies and stuff like that. So I'm interested to know what a Liverpool fans think. So let me know, Joey, what your thoughts are on it. Do you think Man United fans making too much hype about winning the League Cup? But yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Joey. Great to have you with us, mate. Maxime, how's it going, mate? Maxime dropping in as well. Great to see you, mate. How are you? Maxime saying, why aren't you doing the FA Cup? Maxime, you're a very hard person to please, mate. Every stream I come on, you come on questioning what game I'm doing. As I've told you before, mate, we're going around the grounds. We're doing, trying to mix it up, and I'm giving a lot of coverage at the moment to Premier League clubs. So I'm trying to even it up by covering games in the lower leagues as well. That's why I picked this game because all the Premier League, all the FA Cup games tonight are involving a Premier League team, at least one Premier League team in each fixture. So that's why I picked this game tonight. I'm confused though, Maxime. Why you not? Why you keep coming on questioning what games I'm doing? I have explained this before, mate. That I'm going around the grounds trying to allow fans to find us. If I stick to doing Premier League clubs all the time, that's just going to make the challenge harder of trying to be a genuine fan channel that gives consideration to as many clubs as possible. So yeah, great to have you with us, Maxime, as always. But I am, like I say, I'm getting a little bit confused why you come in questioning almost every time you drop in. You're questioning what I'm doing, and I don't understand that. I really don't. So yeah, like I say, Maxime, good to have you with us. But yeah, be interesting if you could give me an answer to that question, mate. Joey is saying, gonna say 1-0 Preston. Yeah, that's a good shout, mate. Like I said, I'm expecting a tight game between these two teams tonight because they're both not in the best of form. If we look at Coventry, doing slightly better. They've got 3 wins in a row, so they have started to get some momentum going. And 1 draw, 1 defeat. We look at Preston; it's 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 defeats. Um, so obviously, we go off the last 5 games. It looks slightly stronger for Coventry, but Preston, obviously the home team, and I think Preston have played a few away games recently as well. So that might be, that could be a factor. I don't know. Um, Obviously, home and away fixtures do play a factor in it. That's why we have home and away fixtures in it, guys. Um, But yeah, good shout, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. Like I say, interesting to see you guys wanting to see Preston get the win in this. Joey's saying because he's doing this game, Maxime. Yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate it, mate. Like I said, guys, I would love to cover as many games as possible. I'm just trying to spread it about, and I thought of these 2 clubs tonight because, like I've said to you guys before, we're trying to show that the channel's not just all about the glory fixtures, the glory games, and yes, we're going to cover cup finals. Yes, we're going to cover top of the table fixtures and relegation battles and stuff like that. We're going to cover as much as we possibly can. But I picked this game tonight to try and show you guys that we're not all about the glory. We're about what fans, about fans. The channel's about fans. These 2 clubs are both sitting mid-table, looking like their season could peter out. So we want to show that we're about, giving it as many clubs as fair consideration as possible. And as we come towards the end of the season, guys, we're going to be covering a lot more of the higher profile games, the games going on at the top of the leagues, the title deciders, playoff deciders, and stuff like that. So I just thought it was a good opportunity to try and give these 2 clubs a bit of coverage before the end of the season because we might not get more chances, more opportunities as the season progresses. I'm not going to always get the fixtures right that you guys want to see. Obviously, I accept that. But as I say, I'm just trying to give us, go around the grounds as fair as possible. That's all. So apologies if you don't like the game I've picked tonight, but I'm sure some games you will like that I picked, some games you won't. So, but thanks for that, Joey. Appreciated. Really do appreciate that, mate. Nice to know somebody understands what I'm trying to do. Aaron is saying, I support too many teams, including Preston North End. Nothing wrong with that, mate. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I've said many times, mate, I'm Bolton fan through and through. That's my club. But I love football. There's nothing wrong with enjoying watching other clubs. So you're in the right place, Aaron. Great to, like I say, mate, great to have fans involved that have not got the blinkers on, so to speak. Don't get me wrong, guys. As I've said many times, we all love our own clubs and we're always going to want our own clubs to do well. But to me, true football fans are fans that just love the game, just love the game. As simple as that. And fans that love the game can appreciate other games as well. So, yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. Like I said, mate, great to have you with us. And if that's the case, you're definitely with the right channel because we will always respect fans that support a variety of teams or just enjoy watching a variety of teams. Aaron also saying both need a win, but Preston need it way more. Way worse, I think that is, or way more. But yeah, thanks, Aaron. Absolutely. I think they're quite close at the minute, but yeah, it would be good. It would be good to see both of these clubs make a charge up the table. But I think at this late stage of the season, it's either one or neither in it because, like I said, they're both sitting mid-table. So, I thought this game would be a good one to see if either of them are going to grab the bull by the horns, so to speak, and start to really put a run together to try and make a charge up the table. we'll have to see. But thanks for that, Aaron. Joey's saying, think United fans are a little deluded at times. I laugh out loud. Yeah, mate, they're not the only fans deluded a bit, to be honest. We've seen that same stuff with Arsenal fans, and I have no reason to uh, to take anything away from Man United's victory in the League Cup. They won the league fair and square. They got it. But I'm just a bit overwhelmed with the hype that's coming out of Man United fans. It's like, Ten Hag going on with themselves that Ten Hag is the Messiah and he's going to lead them back to glory and all this stuff. It's like, you've won the League Cup. You've not won the Champions League. It's the League Cup. Out of the 4 cups that English clubs could compete in the Premier League, it's the bottom of the run. It's the bottom one. Um, so yeah, maybe you could even argue that they've won it because Liverpool and Man City are at their weakest or are not playing at their best this season. Because let's be honest, Man City have dominated that competition in the last few seasons. Um, like I said, I've nothing against United buzzing off the win. It's a great win. It's another trophy in the cabinet. Of course it is. I just think that some of the United fans are just overhyping it. Um, it's simply because they're the first club normally to criticise how poor that competition is when they're winning other things, bigger things in the past. They used to criticise that trophy and say, "Oh, it's the worthless cup" and all that kind of stuff. But once they're starved of a bit of success, suddenly it becomes a valuable trophy to win. Um, that's my issue with it. That when I was younger, United fans did used to call that the worthless cup, and now they're shouting from the rooftops about it. So I just think it's a bit of a joke, really. But thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate you giving me an answer, mate. Aaron Keeney saying, I mean, way more. Yep, I thought you meant that, mate. So no worries. Don't worry about the type mistake. Sometimes I do it as well. I think sometimes if you're typing on a phone or what's it called, an iPod thing, or you can, it's that stupid spell correcting. It catches you out sometimes. But yeah, great to know your thoughts, Aaron. So thanks for that, mate. Appreciate it. Always great to have you involved. Joey saying, as long as United are winning, everything is happy days. They soon forget what else is going on at the club. Yeah, mate, that is an excellent point. Not so long ago, we were having protests from United fans, and now all of a sudden, that the grass is green, the sun's shining, the roses are flowering, and they've forgotten that they've got basically mercenaries owning their club. So that's an excellent point, Joey. Well said, mate. Um, I think I have to agree with you to to a certain extent with that, mate. Because, like I say, it's amazing how quiet the United fans went once they started putting 1 or 2 wins together after protesting the Glazers out so much, and all that's calmed down now. So yeah, this is why they kind of bug me United with this "Glory, Glory" song, because basically that's exactly as you're saying. When they're getting success, they shut up. Um, but as soon as they're not getting success, they're calling for the owners to go this, that, and the other. They're one of the most inconsistent fan bases probably in football, in English football. To be fair, because like you say, when they're winning, they just be quiet and they're happy to win. But the rest of the time, if it's not sunshine in their garden, they want to protest the owners out. It wouldn't be so bad if they were keeping the protests going to keep the pressure on the Glazers now. But this is why I say the Glazers have figured this out. If you ask me, guys, the Glazers have figured out that United fans will only complain when results are not going their way. And that's to the advantage of the Glazers because they now know what makes the United fan community tick. And they're only going to react to it when they're losing. So, yeah, um, quite surprising there, mate. Just to let you guys know, we are just coming up to 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0, guys. Ball with a goalkeeper at the back at the moment for Coventry. Thanks for that, Joey. Aaron is saying, yeah, come on. I'm keeping an eye on the Bolton game, mate. I don't know if that's the game you're shouting about, but yeah. Coventry here with an opportunity. Coventry, oh, straight towards the goalkeeper, and he makes a comfortable save. Coventry just cutting Preston's defence wide open there. Preston need to get more organised in their back line if they're going to have any kind of success in this game tonight. Coventry looked slightly, if I'm honest, at the minute, both teams have had a couple of chances, but Coventry do look like they're slightly uh, better team. But as I say that, Preston now with an opportunity in the box, shot taken, but it's blocked, and then another shot taken, but it's well wide of the post. So just as we're saying that Coventry look the stronger of the two teams, Preston go up the other end of the pitch and create an opportunity. Um, I haven't seen the team news for the Bolton game tonight, guys. So I know roughly what Bolton team will be playing, but I'm interested to know what Portsmouth team playing because they keep chopping and changing their players. They keep playing some games with their first team, but because they're so inconsistent at the minute, they've been chucking quite a few young players into their team. When they played us up at the Reebok at Bolton's ground, obviously tonight's ground is down at Fratton Park. Um, but when they played us up at Bolton's ground, we played two back-to-back games with them. One in the cup and one in the league. So they were back-to-back fixtures in the cup. They played a lot of their youth team players, gave a really good account of themselves. We did win, but they gave a good account of themselves. But then in the next game, they played a lot more of their first team players, and their first team players played actually worse than their youth team players. So quite surprising. So I'm interested to know if Portsmouth have got a mixture of their youth in the team tonight. So if any of you guys have seen the Pompey team news, let me know if you are aware of how many senior players and how many youth players are in their team tonight. But yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. Let us know, like I say, what game you're watching tonight. I'm presuming you're watching the Bolton game, mate. I'm keeping an eye on it. I've got two screens on here to watch both the game we're covering, but also keep an eye on Bolton as well. The ball out on this near side for a throw into Coventry. Maggie, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. Maggie saying, evening, Fandin. Good evening. Maggie, always a pleasure to see you. Another Bolton fan coming getting involved. Let us know, Maggie, your thoughts on this game. Obviously, we are watching Preston Coventry, but I'm also keeping an eye on the Bolton game as well, mate. Yeah, let us know if you've got a score prediction, Maggie, for this game. And also, obviously, any of you guys want to give score predictions for other games going on around the grounds tonight, you're more than welcome to. Be interested to get a variety of score predictions, to be fair, guys. Aaron Aaron is saying, yeah, I'm on a tablet. All right, cool, mate. That's good. That can. I've never had a tablet. I've been told they work quite well with some stuff, so I may have to invest in one at some point in the future. But thanks for that, Aaron. Joey is saying, "Hi, Maggie. You feeling positive for a win tonight?" Great question, that Joey. Thanks for that, mate. And yep, always appreciate you guys saying hello to each other. That's awesome. Aaron is saying, yeah, news guys. News goes round about the Glazers going, but then they win, and the news is over, and they want the Glazers to stay. Well, I'm not sure they want the Glazers to stay, mate, but they certainly, the United fan community certainly go a lot quieter once they win a game or two. It was unbelievable we've seen perfect example of that, guys, when they played the Liverpool game earlier in the season. If you remember, there was big protests saying they were going to boycott the game, and then the Liverpool game came round, and I witnessed a full stadium. So much for the boycott. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I don't want to sit here bashing United fans, but they deserve it to a certain extent because you can't, make a big song and dance about getting the Glazers out, get mainstream media covering it and all that, and then as soon as you win a game, you be quiet. That's like I say, that says a lot about the fan community of Manchester United. They're only interested in winning. They don't show enough respect to other teams that they think other teams have a right to compete with them. Well said, Aaron. Although I'm not sure, like I say, mate, I'm not sure they still want the Glazers to stay. I think they still want them to go, but you're certainly right in respect of they're a bit hypocritical by banging on about it, and then as soon as they win, they go quiet. Yeah, well said there, Aaron. Maggie's saying, "Hi, Joey. It's a tough, it's a tough one going to Portsmouth, but yeah, fingers crossed we can get something. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I actually feel for Portsmouth at the minute for their fans because they're having a really, really poor season. And let's be honest, guys, Portsmouth should be keep competing at the top of League One, no problem. But unfortunately, they're not, and a lot of it is because of what the ownership is deciding about the team. But yeah, obviously, I want Bolton to win. Of course, I do. It's my team. But I do have a bit of sympathy for the Portsmouth fan community at the minute. They've for the last 2-3 seasons, they feel like they've just got nothing to look forward to because the owners are showing no ambition with their club, not investing any money in the team, um, and actually looking to just sell players at every opportunity. So I know that Bolton fans can surely have a little bit of sympathy for that. We've been in that situation. Like I say, hopefully we get the win tonight, but definitely wish Portsmouth the best for the rest of the season at least. But thanks for that, Maggie. Aaron is saying, "Yeah, Maggie, come on, come on, Whites. I'm watching it. Nice one, Aaron. Absolutely. Let's hope we get the win. Still 0-0 in the Bolton game. I think we're just going up to 28 minutes gone in that, and almost the same amount of time gone in this game. Preston, Coventry. Um, it's just been knocked about at the minute in midfield. Um, Not really much to let you guys know about in respect to goal mouth action. Maggie's saying that's so true, Aaron. Gets annoying listening to the same news over and over again. You know what's coming, laugh out loud. Yeah, I agree, Maggie. It's the mainstream media can be very repetitive, can't they? And it does get boring. I've got to totally agree with you, mate. It gets really boring. Um, Maggie also saying, nice one, Aaron. Unfortunately, still at work. Well, don't work too hard, Maggie, and hopefully we can try and keep you up to date with what's going on. Like I say, obviously we're focused on the Preston Coventry game, but I am keeping an eye on the Bolton game, and I'm sure you're listening to it on the radio or something. But if you miss anything significant, I'll certainly try and let you know, mate. But yeah, like I said, mate, don't work too hard. Aaron is saying, haha, yep, people saying Bolton are insane just for going on a run. Fair enough, we support them, but it's true. I'm confused with that, Aaron. What's Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. I'm sorry, Aaron. I'm confused with what that comment's referring to, mate. So But yeah, absolutely, we're doing well. I don't really listen to other fans, mate, of what they've got to say, or um, thinking at the minute a lot of hype going on social media about the teams competing with each other in League One around in and around us. And as I keep reminding fans that I come across, I'm not really interested in what Derby are doing. I'm not interested in what Plymouth are doing. As long as we keep winning, we shouldn't have to worry about what the clubs are doing in and around us. And let's be honest, mate. We're big enough, big enough club that we shouldn't need to do that in League One. We shouldn't need to look around us what's going on with the other clubs. But when you're winning, mate, when you're doing well, there's always going to be people that want to knock you down and criticize. So yeah, just ignore the haters, mate. That's the best thing I can say. But yeah, like I say, we keep supporting Bolton, and I'm sure all the other guys are the same with their own club. You support them through thick and thin, no matter what results are coming in. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. Aaron also saying, "Oh, as missing, oh, so missing the game." Hopefully Maggie's not missing the game. Hopefully we can keep her up to date as best possible, and hopefully she's listening to, or he is listening to it on the radio. My apologies, Maggie. Sorry, the confusion. I'm getting confused there because we do have one or two female fans pop in from time to time. So my bad there, mate. Oh, we've got a corner here for Preston, guys. Just bear with me a second. Corner for Preston on this near side. Corner taken towards the near post and headed clear, but not fully clear. But now Coventry have picked it up and looking to try and hit Preston on the counter attack here. But Preston have managed to get bodies back, but they stopped Coventry in their tracks. And now Preston in possession. This game suddenly picking up a bit of pace. Preston looking to move forward now on the attack with Coventry with limited numbers behind the ball at the moment. Preston in possession on this near side. Attempted cross, but it's blocked. And now Coventry, it's really scrappy on this near side at the minute, but Preston have got it back now. The ball's gone out for a throw-in. Yeah, but like say, yeah, hopefully Aaron Maggie is not missing the game too much. Aaron saying watching Wanderers on your watching Wanderers and your Preston stream. Come on, both. Absolutely, yeah. Thanks for that, Aaron. Yeah, I've got, like I said, two screens so that I can watch the other game as well. Aaron is also saying, I think City 3-0. Is that Coventry City, mate? Coventry, I presume you mean in Coventry City, or maybe you're talking about the other games because we've got a few cities playing tonight. We've got Stoke City playing, Bristol City playing, Man City playing, obviously Coventry City playing. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick update around the grounds as well, just to let you know what's going on in the other games. In the FA Cup, it's currently Stoke 0, Brighton 1, Leicester 0, Blackburn Rovers 1, Fulham 1, Leeds United 0, and Bristol 0, Manchester City 1. In the Championship, as we know here, it's 0-0 with Preston Coventry. In the other game going on Championship tonight, it's Luton 0, Millwall 1. In English League One, it's currently Derby 0, Cheltenham Town 0, Lincoln City 1, Milton Keynes Dons 0, Peterborough United 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Portsmouth 0, Bolton 0. In League Two, it's Wimbledon 0, Stevenage 0, Barrow 0, Salford City 1, Gillingham 0, Bradford City 1, Harrogate Town 0, Northampton Town 0, Tranmere Rovers 0, Coventry Town 0. And just quickly to quickly give you an update on the Scottish games, only a couple of games going on in Scotland tonight. We've got one game in the Scottish Championship that's currently Dundee 0, Partick Thistle 0. In the Scottish League 2, Bonnie Ridge Rose 0, Forfar Athletic 0, and the other game in the Scottish League 2 is also Dumbarton 0, Stenhousemuir 0. So that brings you guys bang up to date with what's going on around the grounds in all the other games around the UK. So a throw-in on the far side for Coventry at the moment, midway inside the Preston half of the pitch. No, sorry, midway inside the Coventry half of the pitch. My bad, guys, getting confused there. Coventry with a long throw up the pitch. But ends up getting knocked out again for another throw-in. Aaron is saying Bolton 2-1, I think. Yeah, that's a good shout. It's could end up that way at the minute. Still 0-0, mate. 36 minutes gone. And Bolton at the minute with a throw-in on the far side of the pitch. We got a free kick now, a goal kick, should I say, with in the Preston Coventry game. So goal kick to Preston. But thanks for that, Aaron. Yep, it's a good shout, mate. Maggie is saying, yeah, missing it, Aaron. Always play Fandan at work. Thanks, Maggie. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate it. Hopefully, we try. I'm trying to do a good enough job to keep you up to date, mate. Obviously, apologies, we're not specifically watching the Bolton game tonight, but I am keeping an eye on it, so I will be able to try and give you updates. Bolton actually with an opportunity right now in the Portsmouth box. But it's actually defended quite well by Portsmouth, and Bolton pushed back, but still in possession at the minute. In the other game, Preston, Coventry ball out on this near side for a throw-in to Coventry. So it's just a bit itty-bitty at the minute in the Preston-Coventry game, guys. This is, I suppose this is a typical indication of them, of the these teams kind of stuttering season so far. They're not really showing that they can get any kind of serious momentum going. But there's plenty of time yet. We've still got plenty of time left in the game. And now the ball is out on the near side again for throwing to Preston. But yeah, the scoreline kind of predicts at the minute exactly how we would have thought. Maggie's saying, let's hope, Aaron, that be a great away win. Absolutely, it should be. I hope we do come out on top. Speaking to Portsmouth fans this afternoon, they're not got a lot of confidence going into this game tonight. So that's interesting insight for you guys if you like, because if their own fans don't feel confident, that just tells you how bad of a season Portsmouth are having. So let's hope Bolton can capitalise on that. So throwing into the box there for Portsmouth in the Bolton game, but it's knocked out behind for a goal kick. But that came from a long throwing right into the box. But I think the referee's blown for a foul on that. So back to the other game, guys. The ball at the minute with Preston at the back as they work it down that far side, looking to push up the pitch, but pressure from Coventry on the halfway line. Now Coventry in possession and looking to get forward, and the referee allows play to continue after a foul. Coventry now into the box. Cross comes in. Oh, and it's another good opportunity that, but Coventry unable to capitalise on it. Referee blows the whistle for a foul in the box on a Preston defender. So Aaron is saying, unlucky, but this still good. I'll update you on Bolton. Thanks for that, Aaron. I'm sure Maggie will appreciate that. As I say, I'm keeping an eye on it, so keep you guys up to date with any major developments that you might miss. Aaron is saying, currently 0-0. Thanks for that, Aaron. Maggie's saying, cheers, Aaron. Nice one, guys. Aaron's saying, no problem, mate. Bradley's just been booked. So obviously you guys communicating about the game, so thanks for that. Maggie saying still here, sorry, can't always comment as working. No worries, Maggie, no worries, mate. As you see, Aaron is trying to keep you up to date with finer details of the game, so that's cool. The ball currently out on the far side for Preston. Sorry, guys, just trying to work out what's going on here. The referee's blown for something, or he's not. Preston had a free kick, but the referee's disallowed it and made him go back and retake it. I'm not sure why. So free kick taken towards the Coventry box, but Coventry managed to intercept it. But Preston pick it up again midway inside the Coventry half of the pitch. Preston crossed into the box again from Preston, but knocked out, and now Coventry pick it up and look to try and hit Preston on the counter attack. Just to let you know, guys, Bolton manager getting a lecture here, and he's going to get a yellow card off the referee. What a jobsworth these referees are! Unbelievable. I am not into this. Oh, don't even get me started. So we've got a referee in the Portsmouth game on a power trip, just given Ian Evatt a yellow card. Suppression of freedom of speech. So much for living in a free country. Absolute disgraceful. The FA, the enemies of freedom of speech, which is why we need an overhaul. We need an independent body involved in football. They don't want an independent body, but as long as they keep suppressing freedom of speech, then I will keep rooting for an independent body because these people running the FA are an absolute disgrace. I'm fed up with seeing managers getting booked on the touchline just because they're showing a bit of passion. As fans, do we not want to see our managers showing passion on the touchline? That is what football is about. So why are the FA feeling the need to suppress managers showing that passion? It's an absolute disgrace. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So you hear it here first, guys. We are probably the first YouTuber to speak out about the FA's agenda against freedom of speech against managers. Other YouTubers will probably avoid saying it, but we're going to say it as it is here, guys. The FA clearly with an agenda to stop the freedom of speech, and it's an absolute disgrace. And we've got to start speaking out about it, guys. We really have. It shouldn't be tolerated. We're supposed to live in a country where you're allowed to be expressive, you're allowed to speak freely, and we're seeing a football association that wants to stop that. That's just not right. It's not, and we shouldn't accept it neither. But I'm not. I'm going to avoid getting ranting about that. I'm sure you guys have seen me rant about that enough before, but it really grinds my gear. Preston with possession on this near side, looking to move up the field, but coming under pressure from Coventry. Ball moved across the pitch, and now Preston on the edge of the box. But Coventry doing really good, really well at defending at the moment. I've got to give them credit for that. They're defending in numbers and making life really difficult for Preston every time Preston come forward. So we just had a free kick for Preston on the far side of the pitch, close to the Bolton goal. Free kick taken, but it's knocked out behind for a goal kick. Sorry, Maggie. Maggie saying, still here. All right, I did read that comment. My bad, guys. Aaron Keeney saying, all right, Bolton chance. Thanks for that, Aaron. I'm not going to read out every comment, obviously, if you're giving Maggie updates on the game, mate. So I'll read out what comments I can, but if you putting regular updates in for Maggie, then I won't read absolutely every comment, mate. Aaron saying away, 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 no goal. Presume that's meant for Maggie. And Aaron also saying, if you had to have one, who would your two teams be? So we've got 1 minute added on time, guys. Cross into the box from Preston, but headed away by Coventry. But Preston pick it up again on that far side, looking to come again. Cross into the box. Good delivery, but good marking from Coventry, able to see the danger out there. The half-time whistle has gone in the Bolton game against Portsmouth. Still playing here, though, with the Preston North Coventry game. As the half-time whistle goes as well. So, yeah. So, yeah, sorry, Aaron. I'm confused with that, mate. If you had to have one, who would your number 2 team be? Who's that directed to? I'm not sure, Aaron, if that's directed to me or to Maggie, because obviously you guys been talking in the chat, so you'll have to let me know, mate. Joey is saying Liverpool is my, or maybe, yeah, I think it's maybe directed at all you guys in the chat. Liverpool is my number 1 team. Preston is my second. My dad comes from Preston. Fair enough, mate. That's great to know. So you've got family connections in Preston. Awesome. So yeah, interesting to see that quite a few you guys. I think that's interesting because Joey's saying that he's Liverpool fan and got family connections in Preston. So Preston is second team. But I'm sure Ethan has said the similar thing, Annie. Ethan obviously is a Preston fan that normally comes getting involved. And I'm sure he said that his second team was Liverpool. So a bit of deja vu there, mate. That's quite interesting. Probably, I'm not sure Ethan said he had family connections in Liverpool, but I know he said that his first team was Preston and his second team was Liverpool. So that's pretty awesome. Bit of deja vu there. That's if you get my meaning. Aaron is saying, yes, come on, Preston, North End. Everett yellow. Yep, obviously Aaron letting Maggie know about the yellow card to the manager. Stevie Allen saying Bury for me, Aaron Bolton, my second team. Thanks for that, Stevie, top man. Aaron Keane saying Bury, interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Very interesting what's going on with our club at the minute. I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but I told you a while back that both Bury and Bury has split into 2 clubs because the fans can't agree on way forward for the club. The new club is established in the national leagues. They're playing. The old club just applied to join the National League to restart playing and try and pick up, recover their history and keep the club surviving. And the National League has just rejected Bury from joining the National League. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard about that. It came out last week that the old club Bury, the new club is up and running, which is called Bury AFC, but the old club is Bury FC. And the fans, a certain element of the fan community of Bury trying to still save the old club, and they've just recently applied, like I say, to join the National League, to try and start rebuilding the old club, and the National League has rejected them, rejected their application. So don't know what you guys think of that. Thought I'd share that with you while I remembered. Aaron is saying, "Oh, nice. Thanks for that, mate. Yep, absolutely nice to show you guys, showing a bit of consideration for that." Aaron is saying that was to you guys. All right, fair enough. Well, my team is Bolton. and then after that, I just love football. But I don't really follow a second team as such. But I do have a spot. I do have a soft spot for a few clubs. If that counts, I don't know. Um, I obviously I'm very quick. United, Man United is a funny one because I've got uh, I find it difficult. I'm kind of torn with United. I have a bit of a soft spot for United because I've got family that support them, a lot of family that do support United. But at the same time, I'm also very critical of Man United because I think that their fans like to live in Never Neverland a lot of the time and don't have a realistic outlook on the rest of the football pyramid. So I wouldn't say it's a soft spot as such because it is a little bit because of my family connections to it. But at the same time, I'm also very critical of United. Um, so I wouldn't say it's my second team or anything like that. But I like to see United doing well, at least in Europe. I definitely probably have a bit of a soft spot for Liverpool because I'm a big fan of Steven Gerrard. He was a very important player when I was younger, and uh, I could not help, and really enjoying watching him as a player, and he made me have a soft spot for Liverpool because of his loyalty. And plus, I also went to school over that way near Liverpool. I have a connection to Liverpool through my school history when I was younger. And then there's other teams as well that I also kind of like as well. So I wouldn't say I really have a second team as such, but there's a lot of teams that I do have kind of a soft spot for. Like I said, the main ones that come to mind is probably Liverpool, Man United, and Preston as well. Obviously, Preston is a club that I have a soft spot for because of what they did when Bolton was in trouble. When Bolton was in trouble, I'm sure I've told you guys this before. Preston helped the club, helped the staff that hadn't been paid for 3 months. They gave them food vouchers and stuff like that. So there's a variety of clubs I like for different reasons. But obviously, they're the local ones in my local area. So um, hopefully that answers your question, Aaron. Um, and also, obviously, Bury as well. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Bury because of family connections as well. So, there's quite, like I say, quite a few clubs I have soft spot for through family connections, things like that. Aaron is saying, I support Celtic for family connections. Awesome, awesome. That's cool, mate. Nothing wrong with that. Joey's saying, "Oh, right, we'll ask Ethan next time he comes in. Then, yeah, no worries, Joey. I'm sure it was Ethan that said that. So yeah, thanks for that, mate. Aaron is saying that does count. Well, like I said, I probably wouldn't be considered as United being my second team because, like I say, I do like to see them do well, especially mainly in Europe. But I'm also very critical of United, so I don't really think you could call them my second team because, like I say, as a shown tonight, I'm always looking because they hype themselves up too much. So I can't help it. Clubs that hype themselves up too much, that think they're the best and better than the rest. Through just size of club and stuff like that. I just consider that as arrogant. So that's why I'm not always favourable with my comments towards Man United. But thanks for that, Aaron. Joey's saying Stevie G is class. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. One of the best players of my generation, to be fair, mate. Showed amazing loyalty. And I have nothing but utmost respect for him for what he did, showing that loyalty to Liverpool. Let's be honest, quite a few clubs came in for him. He could have gone on to potentially bigger and better things. Chelsea, Real Madrid. I think even Barcelona were interested in him at one point. But he batted them all away and stayed loyal to Liverpool. I think there was even the slight hint of other clubs around Manchester being interested in him, like Man City and stuff. But he would never leave. He would always show that loyalty to Liverpool. And I have absolute massive respect for him as a player for showing that because these days that is really, really rare. So, yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Aaron Keane is saying, I'll be back for the second half. No worries, mate. No worries. You guys, great to have you with us, though, Aaron. Hopefully see you again later, mate, if you're not too busy. But thank you very much, Aaron. Joey's saying, it's interesting that so many people look out for Preston. Yeah, that's interesting. I think, like I say, mate, I think we all recognise that Preston are a club that are starved of success. They potentially do have an argument to be classed as a city on their own. But actually, are classed as a city now. Technically, they got city status not so long ago. But yeah, I think, like you say, mate, Preston. Uh, I know they have rivalries with the likes of Blackpool and Wigan, Blackburn, stuff like that. But they're a club that are like you say, they're easy to like to and appreciate. But I like Preston because, like I say, they earned my respect massively with what they did for Bolton, and I'll never forget that. It was such a nice gesture because, let's be honest, Preston are not exactly a rich club, are they? So they didn't have to do it. But they did. They did the morally right thing, and for that, like I say, I have a very a fondness for the club, and I wish them the best. Joey is saying, "See you soon, Aaron." Thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate it, mate. Right, guys. So while we just got the halftime break, might as well just quickly run over the halftime scores. In the FA Cup, it's currently 66 minutes gone, and it's still Stoke City 0, Brighton 1. That game kicked off earlier, so that's already well advanced. I think that kicked off at 7:15, that game. Leicester v Blackburn is now Leicester 0, Blackburn 2. So could looking like a cup upset there, guys. 52 minutes gone in that game. That game kicked off at 7:30. So it looks like we could have a cup upset there if that stays like that. In the All Premier League clash, Fulham v Leeds, it's currently Fulham 1, Leeds 0. Half time there. Bristol City taking on Manchester City. That game's still playing because it didn't kick off till 8 o'clock. So 43 minutes gone in that. And it's Bristol 0, Manchester City 1. In the Championship, as we know, here it's 0-0. In the other game in the Championship is currently Luton Town 0, Millwall 1. League One, Derby County currently 1-0 up against Cheltenham Town. And Lincoln City 1-0 up against Milton Keynes Dons. Peterborough 0-0 still with Charlton Athletic. And Portsmouth, Bolton 0-0 as we know. League Two, Wimbledon 1-up against Stevenage. Barrow losing 1-0 to Salford City. Gillingham losing 1-0 to Bradford. Harrogate Town 0-0 still with Northampton Town. And Tranmere Rovers 0-0 with Crawley Town. And just to quickly finally let you guys know, just 3 games going on in Scotland at the moment. Scottish Championship, it's currently Dundee 0, Partick Thistle 1. In Scottish League 2, it's 2 games in that. It's Bonnyridge Rose 0, Forfar Athletic 0. And in the other game in Scottish League 2, it's Dumbarton 1, Stanhouse Mere 0. So that brings you guys right up to date around all the grounds with games going on. There's also lots of games going on in the National League tonight as well, but we won't read through all them because we'll be sat here till the end of the game because there's quite a lot of games going on. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Ethan Dixon, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show, Ethan. Good to see you, mate. I see you've changed your profile picture there. We actually just did mention you. I was talking about the fact that you are a big, massive Preston fan, but also talking about the fact that your second team is Liverpool, isn't it? If I remember correctly. So we'll just mentioned you in the comments. I'm not sure if you heard it, mate, but great to have you with us, Ethan. Welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. Joey's saying hi, Ethan. How are you doing, mate? Nice one, Joey. Aaron Keane saying hi, mate. I'm back. Nice one, Aaron. Always great to have you come back and get involved, mate. Hopefully you're okay. Ethan Dixon saying, "Come on, Preston." Absolutely, Ethan. Totally understandable. Ethan looking for a win tonight for his club, Preston, and the way it's going, it could go either way. To be honest, at the minute, it's been in parts scrappy, but in parts also end to end. It's been quite an interesting game overall, considering it's 0-0. So we'll have to see how it pans out. But hopefully, we get some goals in the second half. And I'm sure Ethan will be hoping Preston goals. Joey's saying we was talking about it, about if we support a second team. Yep, thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate that, mate. Joey's saying, Gaz just asked you. Thanks for that, Joey. Ethan is saying, okay, when on Deepdale Stadium Saturday. So right. So you take it. Right. I think I get what you mean now. So you're not at the game tonight. You're at the game on Saturday. Well, cool. Don't worry about it, mate. It's not always convenient to get to games all the time. I know that. I have that problem almost every weekend, pretty much with work commitments. So yeah, totally understand that, mate. Sorry to hear that you broke your arm, mate. Hopefully, not too badly. Aaron is saying, "What do you mean?" Ethan's replied, "Broke my arm Friday, Joey." Really, really sorry to hear that, Ethan. Is it a clean break, mate? If it's a clean break, it should heal quicker. Sometimes a break is better than a fracture because it just heals better. But yeah, sorry to hear that, Ethan. And let's hope, fingers crossed, you're not in too much discomfort with that. But as long as it's strapped up well, hopefully it'll be getting on the mend as soon as possible. So really sorry to hear that, Ethan, but we wish you the best, mate. Hopefully, speedy recovery, and hopefully you're not in too much discomfort with that. Aaron Keane saying, "Oh, nice." I'm not sure it's nice, mate, but I get what you mean. Joey's saying, "Oh my God, how did you do that?" Yeah, that's a great question. Ethan saying, "Somebody pushed me." Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, Ethan. I'm just laughing at the fact that very blunt and very blunt answer. That's awesome. I like that. I like people that just say it as it is. That's quality. Some idiot pushed me. So I like that. Sorry, I'm not laughing at the fact you got hurt, mate. I wish you a speedy recovery. As I say, just laughing at the fact that you've put it so blunt. I love that. I love people that just say it as it is. So yeah, that's quality, mate. Aaron is saying, "Whoa, we just started the game's just restarted, guys, and we've already had a yellow card here for a Coventry player pulling down Preston player." Well, to be fair, I can't argue with that one bit. That's probably the most accurate decision the referee's got right tonight. Don't get me wrong, we love tackles, guys, but we don't need to see that pulling shirts nonsense, do we? It's just unprofessional when players are resorting to grabbing shirts. So, yeah, we don't really want to see that. So, free kick here for Preston. Just past the centre circle inside the Coventry half of the pitch. So, I'd say probably about 40 yards from goal, this. So free kick taken right into the box, headed on, but it's ended up being a comfortable save there for the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper getting pressed, trying to get Coventry on the move quickly, but the ball up the field goes straight to Preston. And now Preston come again, looking to get, obviously, Preston come out with real motivation at the start of this second half. looking to press the ball, press Coventry with the ball as much as possible, looking for gaps to exploit. Just to let you guys know, in the Bolton game, Bolton have got a corner on this near side as the corner's taken. And it's a goal. Bolton have scored in the Bolton against Portsmouth. Corner came in. I'm not sure exactly what happened. It right into the mix of the bodies in the box. But Bolton have scored. Come on, Bolton. Get in. I'm trying to work out. Yep, it was headed towards goal, but initially knocked away. But then the ricochet rebounded. I'm not sure if it rebounded off the defender there, Portsmouth defender on the line right at the side of the keeper, or the keeper it deflected off. But it did deflect, and Bolton just knocked it, headed it back in. Bolton player just headed it back towards goal, and it's gone in. And Bolton with a 1-0 lead early in the second half of the game. Back to the Preston Coventry game, guys. Currently 48, well, coming up to 49 minutes gone. And now Coventry on the attack, looking to try and relieve some pressure on their defence after Preston have had them penned back for the first few minutes of this second half. But the ball ends up petering out and going out on the far side. Actually, it goes this side of the corner flag, so it's actually a goal kick for Preston. But good to let you guys know, goal for Bolton. Aaron is saying, whoa, and that broke your arm. Yeah, all it takes is a fall in the wrong way, mate. All it takes is a fall in the wrong way. Ethan Dixon saying, yep, Aaron. Aaron saying, geez. I don't hear that terminology very much these days, do you? Old school there, coming from Aaron Keane. Geez, I've not heard that for a while. Ethan Dixon saying, had enough. Had enough. I back to Moz. No worries, mate. No worries. Well, wish you well, mate. If you're jumping off, no worries. Appreciate you popping in. Always a pleasure to see you, Ethan. Joey's saying, as close to your birthday too. Oh yeah, it's his birthday coming up as well, isn't it? So that's a bit crap for Ethan. So really sorry to hear that, mate. Thanks for that, Joey. Aaron saying, unlucky. When's your birthday? Thanks for that, Aaron. Ethan saying, birthday yesterday. Right. Well, we best wishes to you, mate, for your birthday. And like I say, we really do genuinely wish you a speedy recovery with your arm. And hopefully you're not in too much discomfort with it, mate. I imagine it's very irritating, though. I've never broken an arm, but I broke a leg, and that was quite bad. Ethan Dixon saying, joke time. All right, I thought you was jumping off, mate. I thought you was jumping off. You just implied like you were going. But yeah, bring it on, Ethan. Be great to hear a joke from you, mate. That's awesome. Ethan with a broken arm, but still wanting to make us laugh. So that's awesome. Top man, Ethan. So long ball down the field from the Preston goalkeeper. Coventry pick it up midway inside Preston's in their own half of the pitch. And long ball down that far side. But Coventry do initially get it, but then lose it to Preston defending well. And now Preston come again. But finding bodies they're running into, but trying and get the momentum up the other end of the pitch. But got to give credit to Coventry guys tonight. They've looked very defensively organised. That's the one thing that's standing out at me. Preston there with a ball forward, looking to try and get across him, but bit too much pace on the ball, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Coventry. So, yep, bring on the joke, Ethan. Looking forward to it, mate. Aaron Keane is saying, oh my gosh, as a broken arm for birthday. Yep. Yep, that's how cruel life can be sometimes, mate. Life can be very cruel, and like I say, we wish our Ethan the best, as I'm sure he's wanting to make a speedy recovery. Ethan is saying, yeah, Aaron, well, like I said, mate, we're gutted for you. We're absolutely gutted for you, but happy birthday to you anyway. And Joey, happy belated birthday, mate. Absolutely well said, Joey, top man. Aaron Keane is saying, oh my, not to worry, Ethan, saying thanks, guys. No worries, Ethan. Like I say, best wishes to you, mate. We hope you make a speedy recovery, and really do send you all our best wishes. Aaron Keane saying happy belated birthday. Nice one, Aaron. Absolutely. Big shout out to you guys, Aaron and Joey. Really appreciate that consideration when Ethan's not feeling at his best. So I'm sure that means a lot to him. So thanks, guys. Like I keep saying, Fanden is here for fans, and you guys help make the channel what it is, the project what it is, with your positivity, and it's massively appreciated, guys. It's great to have a good amount of fans with respect, as well as a love for football. Ethan is saying, what did the traffic light? What did the traffic light to each other stop looking? I think that's meant to say, what did the traffic lights say to each other? Stop looking, changing, laugh out loud. Yeah, I see that. I see. Yeah, I can see the joke element in that, mate. I think you missed a word out there, though, at the halfway through, because it didn't follow on very well. But yeah, I get what you're saying. That's a good one, mate. I love the fact that we'll laugh, and there you go, Ethan. Hope that makes you feel a little wee bit better, mate. Wee bit better, hopefully. But yeah, that's a good one, Ethan. I just think you missed a word out in the middle to make it. I had to think about that then, but yeah, that's a good one. Thanks for that, mate. Joey saying, nice one. Go on, Bolton. Thanks for that, Joey. Ethan Dixon saying 27th of Feb, Aaron. Yeah, I was talking to fans. That reminds me. I'm presuming you're talking about maybe is that the date for the cup final? I think maybe. But yeah, thanks for that, Ethan. Joey's saying laugh out loud. Yeah, it's a good one, that, isn't it, Joey? I think, like I said, I think he missed the word out to make it make sense, but it is a good one. Aaron Keane is saying, get in there, come on, Wanderers, 1-0. Absolutely, Aaron. We're just about to see a Bolton player getting a booking. I think is it Bradley getting booked here? Oh, what is he doing? Oh, I can't believe what is he doing? Bradley, cynical tackle there for Bolton. Really bad, that, honest. Why has he done that? He's put a foot in from behind and he's got a yellow card. And it's really poor decision, that. Disappointing when players do stuff like that, because it can affect the rest of the season with them missing games and stuff through tossing up cards. Um, so we've got a corner coming, guys, for Preston. But yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Thanks for that, mate. Ethan saying, who do you support, Aaron? He's a Bolton fan, mate. A Bolton fan. Um, Aaron Keane saying BWFC. But yeah, Aaron's a Bolton fan, but he also has a soft spot for Preston as well, mate. If I remember correctly, what he said. Um, Preston not making much of the corner, but now come again on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, but good save there from the goalkeeper. And now the referee blown for a free kick to Coventry. Still no goals to shout about in this one, guys. It was a good effort that from Preston, but goalkeeper making a really good save there, keeping his focus. So, like I say, free kick for Coventry with the goalkeeper. Ethan saying, should have known. Aaron's saying, you support Preston North End. They're my second team. Um, Aaron, keen liking that. Good to see you guys not taking that too serious. Ethan Dixon saying, yeah, I do support Preston North End. Yeah, we already told him, Ethan, mate. We already told him. So awesome to see you guys making the effort to get along. Aaron is saying, yeah, nice. So, guys, just to let you go, I'll come back to the comments in a moment. Please do keep your comments going. Be appreciated. And don't forget, guys, please do hit the thumbs up on this channel. Would be appreciated. Help more fans see us. The more likes we get, it does help with the visibility of the channel, which means we can find more, but hopefully find more fans for you guys to enjoy meeting and getting to know and enjoy some football conversation. That is the aim of these match watch-alongs, to hopefully help increase and build the fan community more around fandom for you guys to enjoy being a part of. So we've got a free kick here for Coventry, guys. Like I say, keep comments coming, guys. I will come back to them in a moment. I'm just going to see what happens with this free kick. Preston, Coventry with a free kick on this near side. I would suggest it's going to be a cross, but you could get a shot in from there. Cross comes in and it's knocked away. Coventry trying to keep the ball, but they managed to do that. Now Coventry pushing up the field. But Preston putting challenges in there on that far side. And I think the referee has just blown for a free kick. Another player booked, Lindsay for Preston, booked, if that's his name. I'm sorry, I'd only seen part of his shirt there. So apologies to you guys that are Preston fans if I don't know all the Preston. Lindsay. I can only see half of his shirt, so I can't read his name correctly. So apologies if I'm not getting it right, guys. Understandable. I'm not going to know all the Preston players, am I? And I think it's been quite a while since Bolton, Michael of Bolton, have been in the same league as Preston. So you can understand that I'm not going to know the Preston squad very well. But hopefully, the more we do these match watch-alongs, I'll get to know more and more players in each team, hopefully. That is my hope, anyway, my personal hope. So we've got another free kick here for Coventry. Just to let you guys know, in the other game, we've got 2 players down on the pitch after a collision of a clash of heads. So hopefully both players will be okay. Free kick taken, but ends up going behind for a corner to Coventry on this near side. It was flicked on, but what's the word? No real threat from that free kick on goal. Just knocked out behind for a corner. So Coventry to take the corner on this near side. Corner taken right into the mix of the players. Headed clear. Preston pick it up on the far side of the pitch, knocking it up the field, trying to relieve the pressure on their goal. But Coventry quick to challenge that and ends up going out for a throw-in on that far side. So Preston with the throw in, but we're just about to have substitution for Coventry, guys. Aaron Keane is saying, "Are you going off? Are you going off?" Um, I'm not sure. Sorry, mate. I'm not sure who that's referring to. My apologies, Aaron. Ethan Dixon saying that the kid who did it, my friend, said he'll break his neck. Laugh out loud. No worries, Ethan. Just concentrate on recovering, mate. Just concentrate on recovering. Um, there's an old saying, mate, an old saying, and I wouldn't worry about if somebody's done that to you deliberately. There is an old saying that might give you a little bit of comfort. What goes around comes around, um, and it can work. Life can have its weird way of working that philosophy sometimes. So don't worry about it, mate. Just concentrate on your recovery, and we wish you the best, and hopefully you back to full fitness sooner rather than later. Aaron is Keen. Aaron Keen saying, "Oh, joke." Aaron laughing at that. Oh, obviously. Aaron saying, "What's the answer to your joke?" Did you not get it, Aaron? He was he was meaning the answer comes straight after it uh, when uh, when Ethan puts in a joke. Most of the time, he puts the answer in the same comment. So you guys just got to be a bit more on the ball with that. But yeah, it can catch you out, I suppose. I think it caught you guys out a little bit because I think Ethan missed a word out. Easy done. It's easy done. I've done it plenty of times with messages on social media. You get carried away typing, and you think you've put a word and you've actually missed it. So it's easy done. Aaron also saying, "Oh, I get it." Laugh out loud. Yeah, nice one, Aaron. Top man for letting us know that. Ethan saying, "Why was 6 scored of 7? Why was 6 scored of 7? Because 7 and 9 has. How's that? I don't get that one. Why was 6 scored of 7? Because 7, 8, and 9. How's that? Whoa, that one's well gone over my head. I don't get that one, Ethan. Sorry, mate. I'd love to laugh, but I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So you're going to have to give us a bit of a breakdown with that one, mate. Aaron Keane saying, "I've heard that one. I haven't heard it. I don't get it at all. I don't. It's gone over my head. But obviously, trying to stay focused on the game as well. So hopefully, Ethan can explain that one a bit better to me. So apologies, I'm not getting it, mate. Ethan Dixon saying, "You have Aaron laugh out loud." Um, Aaron laughing as well, so awesome. Joey saying already liked, mate. Top man, Joey, top man. Really appreciated. Yeah, like I said, I hate keep banging on about it to be fair, but it's just appreciated because I want to grow the Fan Den project and get to better things for you guys, so we can move the channel forward. But as you guys know that have been coming on regular, I'm very much focused at the moment on doing as many match watch alongs as possible to try and make it easier for fans to find us, so we can grow the Fan Den community for you guys to enjoy being involved in. But like I say, so I've been told the likes do help with visibility on YouTube. So I do appreciate if you guys could please hit that. But thank you very much, Joey. Always thought you would be hitting it anyway, mate. You regularly come on the show and always quick to hit the like button from what I've seen when you come on, mate. So thank you very much. Really do appreciate that, mate. Top man. Um, Aaron saying same. Thank you, Aaron. Really appreciate it, mate. Top man. Really do appreciate that support for you guys. From you guys. Sorry. Ethan saying literally listening to Elvis Presley for Preston North End. Is that to do with your joke? Are you an Elvis fan? Is that what he's telling us there, Ethan? Is sorry, I'm not following it, mate, but it's, it's a little bit random that one. So I'm presuming that that's a way of telling us that you're an Elvis fan. Is that right, mate? Nothing wrong with Elvis. One of my good friends used to listen to Elvis quite a lot. Um, and actually, he's a former. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. He passed away quite a few years ago. But as a he was a big Bolton fan, um, and he did some good things for me to help me in life. So I've got fond memories of him. But yeah, he was a big Elvis fan. Ethan's saying thanks, Joey. Nice one, Ethan. And Aaron is saying, ha, no worries, mate. That's cool. Joey's selling Elvis. I know he's thrown me off for a bit with that one, mate. 68 minutes gone, guys. And currently waiting for a throw in for Preston. Preston moving the ball out to that far side as they look to try and exploit the space left there by Coventry. Ball down the pitch towards the box, but it's knocked out on this near side. And now it'll be another throw in for Preston, midway inside the Coventry half of the pitch. Just to let you guys know, in the Bolton game, it's currently a free kick for sorry, I'm getting confused here. For Portsmouth, on this near side, probably about 30 yards out from goal. Free kick taken into the box, but it's knocked away. And Preston, sorry guys, I'm getting confused with the two P's. Portsmouth knocking it all the way back to the goalkeeper. But Bolton pressing well. So I'll keep you guys up to date with any changes in that game. So we got a throw in on this near side for Preston. Sorry, for Coventry, my bad guys, for Coventry. And the referee's just, I don't know, he's going nuts about something here. I can't figure out why he's dishing out orders of some description for something. Oh right, I get it now. He's ordering the Coventry player to move back. I think the Coventry player there trying to pinch a few yards further up the pitch, and the referee noticed it. So inconsistent with that, guys, aren't they? Referees. How many times do we see players nicking a few yards? And most of the time, referees don't bat an eyelid about it. But every so often, you get a job's worth referee that picks up on it. I've no problem with them picking up on it, but if we're going to pick up on stuff like that, it needs to be more consistent. Needs to be more referees doing it, so it's fair right across the divisions. We're currently having substitutions in the Bolton Preston game. Bolton about to make a substitution there, guys. Coventry in possession on the far side at the moment. And Coventry just have the shot, but not much really coming of that. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to watch two screens here. Bolton did just make a change, but I missed who it was because I was watching the other game. So my apologies there, guys. Aaron is saying it's pronounced Lindsay. Lindsay. It's pronounced Lindsay. All right. Thanks for that, Aaron. My apologies, mate. Um, I do my best with names. I do try my best with names, guys. So apologies if I don't always pronounce them perfectly. And a Bolton player just been booked as well. referee on a power trip in that game by the looks of it. But yeah, thanks for correcting me, Aaron. Apologies, I get that wrong, but yeah, I'll try and remember that. Lindsay, thanks for that, mate. Ethan is saying it's a Preston North End song, Joey. I don't get it. Laugh out loud. Right. Well, that's thanks for that, Ethan. That's interesting to know, mate. Um, like always good. That's like I said, we've got just to let you guys know, Portsmouth have just equalised against Bolton. 77 minutes gone, just coming up to 78 minutes gone. And Portsmouth have found an equaliser. But yeah, thanks for that, Ethan. That's nice. That's a good bit of info, mate. I didn't know that. So thanks very much for sharing. That's awesome. That's a good thing about guys about talking football in the chat between each other. Like I've said before, we've all got great football knowledge, but there's just so much goes on in football and so much different, um, you know, traditions and stuff like that in clubs. That there's always more for us to learn, and this is a perfect example as how we can learn different things about different clubs that we might not know as much about, and increase our football knowledge. So yeah, thanks for that, Ethan, because I didn't realise that Preston do actually sing an Elvis song. So that's awesome. Preston fans use that as part of their fan support to get behind the team. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us, Ethan. Joey's saying, sorry, mate. Neither do I. Laugh out loud. What song do I? All right. I think, yeah, I think got it now. Thanks for that, Joey. Ethan saying, can't help falling in love. I'm gutted Bolton have just conceded that goal. We got a throw in on the far side for Coventry guys, close to the corner flag. Throwing taken. But thanks for that, Ethan. I'm not sure what you're referring to that with that, mate, but no worries. Appreciate it anyway. Aaron is saying, yeah, Coventry now build again from the back. It's very much looking like this is going to end up being a nil-nil, in it, guys. Just not. Um, both teams trying, but just not really much going. Actually, good efforts on goal. The efforts on goal have been so uh, minimal, and when we have had a few efforts, they've been nothing that have really challenged the goalkeepers. Um, Hopefully, we'll get a goal, but it's not looking good at the minute. Portsmouth have just had another opportunity from the edge of the box, but it's high and wide over the bar. Ethan Dixon is saying, is what I listen to. Right, fair enough, mate. Thanks for that. Ethan, laugh out loud. Aaron, no worries. Aaron Keane is saying, I heard that's one of Preston North End's songs. Ethan saying, yeah, it is, Aaron. Well, thanks, like I say. I appreciate sharing that with us, Ethan, because I didn't know that. So you just helped me learn a little bit more football knowledge tonight. That's awesome. So thanks for that, mate. Ethan saying, I'm saying seven. I'm saying 7 at 9. Sorry, mate, I don't get that. Sorry, guys, I'm yawning my head off tonight. So, long ball down the field. Coventry managed to clear it back up the field. Portsmouth have got another corner on the far side. Corner taken into the box. But takes a deflection. Portsmouth pick it up again. And another cross into the box. and that's deflected away. But Portsmouth picking it up again on this near side. So Portsmouth trying to turn the screw at the moment on Bolton. Now Bolton with trying to. Oh, that would have been a good opportunity for a counter attack there. In the Coventry Preston game, we've got a yellow card issued to Eccles. Oh, what is he thinking there? He got no complaints with that. He just lunged at the player as the player, Preston player, tried to move away with the ball. Eccles, the Coventry player, has just lunged at him, caught his boot, and the referee has booked him. Can't really have any complaints for that because it was a very late challenge. No intent to get the ball. We want to see this is the thing, guys. We want to see top challenges. We want to see fight and scrap between the players. We want to see players putting in good challenges. But when you're lunging in like that and you've got no chance of winning the ball and it's not even an effort to claim the ball, that's when players can be a bit naive sometimes because all they're doing is picking up unnecessary bookings. They're making it easy for the referees to give them bookings. So I don't understand why players, at the higher levels, don't get that drummed into them by the coaching staff. Don't lunge in unnecessarily where it's just going to get you a booking and nothing else. Don't understand that. Really don't understand that. Sorry, Ethan, I'm not following that, mate. Ethan saying I'm going soon. 2 minutes. No worries, Ethan. Well, thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Free to come and go as you please, mate. Always great to see you guys. No matter how long you come and get involved, even if it's only a short time. It's always appreciated. Like I keep saying to you guys help make Fandom what it is. And like I say, feel free to come and go as you please. But thank you very much for that, Ethan. Aaron's saying, okay. Thanks for that, Aaron. Preston with an opportunity here on the edge of the box. Shot comes out. It's well wide. What is he thinking? He had a clear shot of goal there and just didn't get his composure enough. And he's ended up knocking it out for a throw in. Sorry, for a goal kick. Really good opportunity. That probably one of the best opportunities for Preston. Right in the front, literally right in front of goal. But he's just kicked it wide. Now Preston still on the attack, but Coventry managed to get possession back on this near side, deep inside their own half. Now looking to move up the field to relieve the pressure as they do move the ball forward on this near side, coming again at speed. But Preston have managed to claim the possession, knocking it back up the field, but only as far as just before the halfway line. And now Coventry come again. Tempted cross, but it's deflected and goes behind out on this near side for a throw into Coventry. I'd say probably about 6-7 yards from the corner flag. Coventry taking the throw in quickly. Now Preston have managed to win it back, trying to clear it up the field. And it's up to the halfway line, but Coventry pick it up again. But pressure from Preston forces Coventry to pass it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Still 1-1 in the game, Portsmouth v Bolton. Now Coventry coming again down this near side. Oh, ricocheted off the goalkeeper, off the referee there. The referee just let play continue. See, this is where we see such inconsistencies, guys. Oh my God. Right, so we've got a drop ball situation because the ball hit the referee. And Coventry take full advantage of it, actually. Managing to get, as soon as the referee dropped the ball, just touched it and then bang, straight at the goal. But the goalkeeper saving that comfortably. I don't understand that rule anymore. Why the drop ball situation? Back in the day, it used to be if it ricocheted off the referee, then the referee was classed as part of the pitch and just carried on. But now they seem to be changing the rule now, where it's a drop ball. Um, I don't. This is what I mean. I don't understand why the FA feel they need to keep changing things. Just leave the reason the game's been successful for 150 years is because people haven't changed it and people love it the way it is. So why do the football authorities feel they need to change aspects of the game that have worked for over 100 years? It's bizarre, isn't it, guys? Joey's saying no worries. Ethan, catch up soon. Absolutely, thanks for that, Joey. Uh, Ethan saying bye, everyone. And Gaz, thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Ethan, look after yourself, mate. We wish you all the best and hope you have a speedy recovery, mate. Really do. Our best wishes are with you. And like I say, let's hope you're on the mend soon, mate. And thanks for the joke as well, Ethan. That was some good joke earlier on. But yeah, stay safe, mate, and we wish you the best. Joey saying bye, Ethan. Nice one, Joey. And Aaron saying, sorry guys, just losing my earpiece there. Portsmouth have scored a second, guys. Just take your eye off the screen for a minute, and then the goal's going. So Portsmouth with a second goal. So cross into the box, right into the mix, and Portsmouth managing to knock that in the back of the net on the far side, catching the goalkeeper at sixes and sevens there. But yeah, Portsmouth taking the lead against Bolton, massively disappointing after taking the lead. I think that's the problem with Bolton at the minute. We've got a habit of doing that, taking the lead away from home, getting 1-0 up, and then starting to ease off the pressure. And it's cost us a couple of times this season, and we're doing it again. Um, Opportunity there for Coventry, but it's gone over the bar. Coventry cross into the box from that far side of the pitch, and Coventry players receiving it, but managed to get a shot off, but couldn't get past the bodies. And I'm not sure if it took it. No, it's not. I don't think it took a deflection. Yep, it's a goal kick to Preston. Um, Aaron saying, I'm going soon. No worries, Aaron. Thank you very much for being involved, mate. It'll be great to have you involved tonight. And thank you very much for all your positive comments. Always a pleasure, mate. Joey is saying, no worries, Aaron. Aaron saying, all right, see you soon, you guys. No worries, Aaron. Like I say, mate, really appreciate you coming, getting involved. Look after yourself, mate. Stay safe, and yeah, hopefully see you on another a future stream. Um, Disappointing tonight with the result where it's going for Bolton, but stay positive, mate. We're still having a pretty good season up to now. This is just one game at the moment where we're just letting our standards drop, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you very much, Aaron, to come and get involved tonight. Like I say, wish you well, mate, and enjoy the rest of your evening and stay safe. Hopefully, catch up with you soon. Portsmouth have just scored a third goal, so a bit of a capitulation now going on for Bolton. Really, really disappointed with Bolton's performance up to now. Started the second half really well, and now find ourselves 3-1 down after being in the lead. Maggie's saying, oh no, hoping Bolton could hold that. Yep, same here, Maggie, but it's not to be. We're still 0-0, Preston v Coventry, guys. 87 minutes on the clock. Coventry with the ball up the field. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Coventry's defending is unbelievable tonight. Unbelievable. They've been really look really sharp, really organised. Up the field out on this near side. It's gone out for a throw in on this near side, almost level with the centre of the pitch. Long ball forward down the pitch for Preston, but the Preston forward there. I think just too much pace on the ball, unable to control it, ends up knocking it out, and it goes out for a goal kick to Coventry. But stay positive, Maggie. Not to worry, mate. It's just one game of many. Hopefully, we get back to winning ways after this. Um, Disappointing because we was on a bit of a we were putting a bit of a run together. But what can you do? These things are sent to trials. Joey's saying bye, Aaron. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate the positivity, mate. Always appreciate that. Top man, Joey. Maggie's saying gutted. Absolutely, Maggie. Yep, definitely. I agree, mate. After taking the lead, disappointing to concede 3 goals after that. So we've got just coming up towards the 90 minutes, guys. A bit of a coming together of players in the um, centre of the pitch there. Well, say centre of the pitch, it's actually on the edge of the Coventry goal. So we're going to have a free kick here for Preston as we approach the 90th minute. So Daniel Johnson and Ben Woodburn potentially taking this for Preston. Although there is a group of players there stood around the ball, so I don't know if they're disputing about who's going to play it. About 4 or 5 players, Preston players, all standing over the ball. So it looks like Preston have got some kind of training ground tactic. Maybe they're trying to pull off here. I don't know. A lot of discussion before they took that free kick. Um, Free kick taken, but it's cleared, and Coventry attempted to get up the pitch and break that lock on their defence, but Preston managed to challenge them and stop them getting up the other end for a counter attack. And now the ball is out on this near side for a throw in, as we're about to see a Preston change as well, substitution for Preston. So Preston with the throw in. Got 4 minutes added on time, guys. All the messing about with the substitution has already wasted 2 minutes of it. So how that's going to work, I don't know. um, Took that long to make the substitution. Then Preston managed to intercept it, trying to keep the ball in, but still ends up going out for a throw in on this near side. Pretty much bang on the halfway line. So Coventry take the throw in quickly, move it into midfield, looking to get up the pitch. Ball forward for Coventry. Coventry there trying to get a shot off, but Preston blocked it well and now moved the ball out uh, to the far side before cutting back inside. An attempted shot again, but it's blocked well by Preston there. Ball up the field for Preston, but Coventry managing to pick it up just inside their own half as they come again and now running, making a charge straight down the centre of the park, looking to get a shot off if they can. They have got a shot, but it's wide and high and wide and miles away from the goal in the end. But Coventry definitely trying there to, well, to be fair, both teams have tried to find a winner. Both teams have attacked equally um, down the side, down the pitch, um, each end of the pitch, sorry, should I say. So I'm not sure how it's going to work with the added on time, guys, because, like I say, you've definitely wasted 2 minutes of that added on time making the substitution. So we've got another foul given on the far side of the pitch. So Coventry with a free kick just inside the Preston half of the pitch out on that far side. So there goes the full time whistle. It's finished 0-0. Um, Sorry, guys. Milzard, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Milzard saying, come on, Portsmouth 3-1. Well, yeah. Mate, if I was you, being in your team being in the relegation fight at the bottom of the championship, I'd just be quiet if I were you, mate. It's easy to hate on other clubs when your team's not exactly doing very well yourself. Um, so no offence, mate, but if I were you, concentrate on your own club because you're not exactly in the greatest position right now, are you? At least Bolton are making a charge to achieve something this season in a cup final and trying to win promotion, whilst you guys are trying to dodge relegation. So you can celebrate the Pompey victory all you like, mate. It's no big deal. Um, Portsmouth, in fairness, deserved the win. They really turned the screw in that second half. They gave a good account of themselves. Um, Obviously, as a Bolton fan, I'm gutted. I don't want to see my team lose any games. But um, after the poor performance that Portsmouth put in at our place in the cup, and well, they put in a decent performance in the cup, but that was their young team. But the first team players put in a really poor performance in the league game at our place. So I was actually expecting a response from Portsmouth players tonight. Um, I'm gutted about the defeat, but there you go. That's football. Win some, lose some. So if you come on here, Milzard, looking for a reaction, mate, you ain't gonna get one, mate. I'm not. I'm way past that. I'm not. I'm not a kid. I don't overreact to things like that. Like I said, mate, win some, lose some. I think the Preston Coventry game's been a bit of a good game for a 0-0. It was end to end, plenty of action, plenty of attempts on goal. But I think both of these teams in their training sessions absolutely need to work on their efforts on goal. Total shots on goal for Preston was 13, for Coventry 11. Only 2 on target for Preston out of them 13 and 4 on target for Coventry. So that kind of tells you all you need to know, guys. Like I say, end-to-end game, plenty of effort, um, plenty of options, and just seeing that the stats as well. for possession. Preston coming in at just over 49%, and Coventry roughly around 51% of possession. So it was a real 50-50 game, as I expected it to be. But both teams really cancelling each other out. And like I say, for me, if either of these two teams are going to make any kind of a push up the league before the end of the season, uh, then they need to get their act together on the training pitch and start working on their scoring. Because, like I say, it says it all with the amount of chances they had on goal. Preston with 13 chances, but only 2 on target. That would certainly explain why they are struggling to climb up the table if that is the kind of stats they're coming out with on a regular basis in games. It's great creating them opportunities, but this is why we have training sessions, guys. Players are supposed to work on this stuff in training. Coaches are supposed to identify these problems to work on them in training. And if I was the coach of Preston, I'd have those players in first thing tomorrow, and stick up one of them fake defences and let those players run at that fake defence all day long to get their accuracy, their goal scoring accuracy better. Because, like I say, it's clear to see that Preston and Coventry both with plenty of tenacity and effort and will to create chances, but those chances not actually being very accurate, creating problems for the opposition, actually a real threat to the goal. So yeah, that's my observation for the game tonight, guys. With Preston taking on Coventry, disappointing game in the end. But I suppose, like I say, the way it's finished 0-0, 50-50 possession pretty much, as well as roughly an equal number of efforts on goal as well. That kind of says it all. The stats says it all, guys. Two teams that are capable of putting a run together, capable of pushing up the league, but just failing to do so with their inconsistency in front of goal. So yeah, but thanks for that, Millsard. Great to have you with us, mate. Always love fans wanting to come in and get a bit of banter. No water off a duck's back to me, mate. Millsard saying Preston fans never a pen on Saturday. Fair enough, mate. I actually didn't see that game, so I can't really comment. Maggie's saying, yeah, you a Portsmouth fan, Millsart? No, he's not. He's just a Wigan fan. But as I told him, when the joke's on him, mate. The joke's on him when he's coming in here, getting some kind of excitement out of a Bolton defeat when his own team are doing so badly. That really says a lot, mate. No offence, but if my team were doing as bad as Wigan, I wouldn't be wasting my time bantering other clubs. I'd be concentrating on what my own club is doing. But not to worry. Each to their own. Millsard. Maggie's saying, "All right, that explains it." Yep, of course it does, Maggie. Millsard saying, "Nah, I'm not being quiet. I'm not asking you to be quiet, mate. Not asking you to be quiet. I'm just saying, if you had the intelligence as a football fan to recognise your own club's failings right now, then you wouldn't be coming on here trying to wind up Bolton fans just because of one bad game, mate. No offence, but your club has had many bad games this year, and like I say, if I were you, I'd be concentrating on your own club's effort. You're only making yourself look foolish when you're coming on here bantering Bolton fans when Bolton are on the up and your team are on the down. So it's up to you, mate. Crack on with yourself if you like, but you're not going to get a reaction out of me other than that. Millsard saying in an impossible championship, an impossible championship. Hang on a minute. What do you mean impossible championship? Not so long ago, mate, it was a Premier League club. So how can you say an impossible championship? No, impossible. What happens? Oh my God, mate! I thought you was quite a good football fan, knowledgeable and stuff like that. That sounds like you're making poor excuses for why your team's doing so badly. If you can't give it, don't. If you can't take it, mate, don't give it. As simple as that. You're making an excuse, not an impossible championship at all. It's a competitive championship. Uh, and now you want to make excuses for the fact that your team's doing poorly. Come on, mate. Have a word with yourself. What happens next year when you're struggling in in League One? Then, when you get relegated, is that going to be an impossible League One as well? Seriously, mate. You're a Premier League club not so long ago. So using the excuse of an impossible championship just puts your club into the small minority bracket, like you're thinking small. You're competing in the Premier League, but yet you're telling me you can't compete in a championship. Are you listening to what you're saying? Seriously? You were a Premier League club not so long ago, and you're telling me that you now can't compete in the championship because it's impossible. Well, that sounds like a loser's mentality to me, mate. No offense, but I'll say it as it is. If you're going to come on here ripping my team, and then come out with such a poor excuse, are you guys hearing this? This is coming from a Wigan fan. An impossible championship. I've just watched two mid-table teams cancel each other out. Coventry and Preston, not playing at the best. 15 shots. What? Preston had 13 shots on target and 13 shots, only two on target. Coventry 11 shots with only four on target, and you're telling me that's an impossible championship? Have a word with yourself, mate. Seriously, have a word with yourself. Joey's saying Bolton doing good, mate. Wouldn't be too gutted. No, I'm not, mate. I'm not good. I'm not gutted. Thanks for that, Joey. To be fair, it was coming. Preston, I thought Portsmouth would give us a reaction in that game tonight. They underachieved when they come up to our place. So I was expecting a reaction. I was even telling the Portsmouth fans that thought they were going to get nothing out of it tonight that I was expecting a tougher test against Portsmouth. So I'm not surprised they give us a tough challenge at their ground. And good luck to them. Good luck to them. Win some, lose some. I take it on the chin. We go again the next game. Bolton got good momentum. Every time we lose, the manager seems to learn from the mistakes and tries to do something about it. Tries to get the players to recognise the mistakes so we can move forward better. Um, and plus, like I said, Bolton's still in the process of rebuilding the team. If we're honest, we've got a much stronger team now, but we're still slightly. The manager's still looking to tweak the team from the problems with the previous ownership. So yeah, not a problem. Millsard saying I like taking it. Bring it on, not a problem, mate. It doesn't bother me, not. But I'm just pointing out, I am not wishing to criticise your Millsard. But if you're going to come in here trying to wind people up, then I'm going to say it as it is. And no offence, mate. You just make yourself look foolish when you're coming on here trying to banter Bolton fans, and your own team are putting in such a pitiful performance, and then you come with an excuse like that. Impossible championship. Seriously, mate. Have a word with yourself. Um, Coventry fan 45. Welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. Come and drop in, mate. How's things with you? Coventry fans 45 saying hi. Was at the game. Yeah, I had a funny feeling you'd be at the game tonight, mate. Disappointing. It was a good end-to-end game, to be fair, but just disappointing with the amount of efforts on goal in the end. But I suppose that kind of sums up how you guys are going this season. Definitely, I was impressed. I've got to say, Coventry fans, we're at 45. Disappointing with your efforts on goal from both teams, to be fair. But obviously, you being the away team, you did slightly better. 4 efforts on goal. 11 efforts on goal, 4 on target, which was better than Preston being the home team. Preston only having 2 on target out of 13. But one thing I was impressed with you guys about tonight, mate, Coventry's defence looked really, really good. You guys looked really organised, like you had a plan and you were sticking to it. I was very, very impressed with how organised you guys were dealing with the threat. Preston trying to catch you out a few times. And like I say, I thought the Coventry defence stood up to every challenge coming at them tonight. So, yeah, with like I said, just thought I'd share that with you, mate. But welcome to the show, Coventry fans 45. Millsard saying nice. Thanks for that, mate. Millsard saying plus I've learned how to edit. Cool. I hope that's good for you, mate. I wish you well with that. Millsard saying we win every game. mate, if you win every game, you won't be sitting near the bottom of the league, would you? Milzard saying, but if you look at one league and yours, as that explains it, you're in an easy league. Well, we'll see, won't we, next season then? If it's an easy league, you should be able to walk it next season, shouldn't you? Should be right at the top next season when you get relegated. So we'll remember that, Milzard, next season. We expect to see Wigan at the top, no problem, because as you just said, it's an easy league. So we'll see next season, won't we, mate? Talk is cheap. Joey is saying, laugh out loud, Milzard. How can you say that when you're bottom of the table? Mate, he's just living in Neverland. That's what I mean. Uh, I want to involve Milzard positively in FanDead if possible, but he seems to be on a hate agenda on a regular basis now, which is becoming noticeable. And I've not really got a lot of time for that. I want football fans that show intelligence and enthusiasm to just get on with other fans and show their football knowledge, show off their football knowledge. Milzard at the moment is showing a serious lack of football knowledge, coming on bantering other clubs while his own club is really letting him down, and he's just making himself look foolish. So let him get on with it, mate. Let him get on with it. But thanks for that, Joey. Milzard saying we're in a harder league. Well, yeah, I can't disagree that the championship is slightly harder. But you know, if you, they say as the saying goes, if you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. Simple as. So basically, Milzard is admitting that the championship is too hard for Wigan. That is what he's just said. Because he called it, what was it? An impossible league. Are you reading this, guys? Impossible championship. So basically, I would take that as a confession from a Wigan fan that the championship is too difficult for Wigan. Um, a club that was not so long ago competing in the Premier League, a Wigan fan confessing that the championship is too difficult for them. Not to worry, mate. Don't worry. We will happily charge up the league and hopefully take your place in the championship next season. And we won't find it too hard. We will give a good account of ourselves. And even if we do end up in the relegation zone, it doesn't matter. We will still fight right to the end with respect for every other club in and around us. Um, ja, uh, Jasia Cass, welcome to the show, mate. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. My apologies, mate. I'm not sure I'm Josa. Is it? It's kind of like Jose. Apologies. You like? Is it Jose? I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how I pronounce that, mate. My apologies. But Josia Cass, welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure to see new fans come and get involved. Uh, Great to have you involved in the fandom community. Welcome to the show, mate. Please do feel free to let us know what club you support. It'd be great to hear from you. But like I say, welcome to fandom, mate. Appreciate you coming, getting involved. Um, Josia Cass saying Joey. So I'm not sure if that is actually a friend of Joey's. But like I say, mate, welcome to Fandom. Great to have you involved. Millsard saying hi, Josia. Thank you very much for that, Will Millsard. Appreciate the positivity and Joey as well. Top one, nice one, guys. Really appreciated. Um, Millsard saying, Jose, Josia, you sad? I'm not sure. I don't know what club he supports, but thanks for that, Millsard. Maggie saying, well said, Gaz. No worries, mate. Like I said, I've no problem with banter, guys. No problem. But time and a place. It's not really appropriate to be bantering other clubs when you own. I wouldn't do it. I would show more, more about me as a football fan, that I've got more football knowledge to call upon than to be bantering other clubs when my own club's struggling. I just concentrate on my own club. There's a time and a place for banter, um, but I suppose if you're younger, you don't recognise that. But thanks for that, Maggie. Millsard saying me and Josiah know each other. Okay, fair enough. No worries, mate. Um, maybe I'm thinking maybe you've gone for a bit of backup there because you're needing it because you're coming out with such ridiculous statements. Will's got Millsard saying yes. We walking in it. Uh, we walked in it last year. Did you really? I can't believe this disrespect, mate. You keep disrespecting other clubs the way you are, and me and you will not get along because I have respect for your club, even if you don't have respect for my club, and I respect other people's clubs as well. But if you want banter, I will accept banter when it's appropriate. But you're not being banterful; you're just looking to hate, mate. There's a difference. Maggie is saying, "I like your new stats." Coming up with some good stats. Thank you very much for that, Maggie. I appreciate that. I did actually ask you today about that, but I didn't get any feedback off you guys. But maybe you just missed me saying it. I'm not sure. But thank you very much for that, Maggie. Appreciate you letting me know that. It's good to know that you guys are appreciating that. I'm not able to actually see a lot of what it's coming up with because on my screen it's showing very small, so I'm not able to read all the stats. But I did have a look at it. Like I say, new thing that I found the other night, and I just thought it'd make the live streams a little bit more interesting and enjoyable for you guys. Because obviously, I try to give you guys some stats a little bit here and there where I can. Um, but that's coming up with loads in it. So really pleased to hear you guys liking it. So thanks for that, Maggie. Appreciate it, top man. Um, Millsard saying you will be saying that next season. Uh, I'll sit in my chair and wait. Mate, I won't be saying nothing. I ain't the one coming on hating your club. I've just told you. Um, if we get up, we will have a good go. We're in the current period of rebuilding our club at the moment, still after the bad ownership. So all I'm concerned about is what my own club's doing. I'm not really interested in how much you want to hate my club or make comparisons, this, that, and the other. As far as I'm concerned, mate, Wigan is not no offence, but Wigan's not even a football town. It's a rugby town, and you're coming on here all big and bad. How long's your history go back for Wigan? In fact, I'm not even going to bother because why should I get drawn into your immature? Um, so what was it you saying? Winning every game, right? So this is winning every game um, according to um, Millsard. Wigan have won every game. That's what he said earlier in the comments. So let's just have a look. How many exactly? How many games they've won? So they recently lost to Preston, and Preston were down to 10 men. So they lost to Preston, and he's coming on here banging on with himself, and they couldn't beat 10 men Preston, who were struggling mid table at the minute. Um, Wigan also got a nil-nil with Norwich, and Norwich are not exactly performing through the roof right now. Bristol City a 1-1 draw as well. Where's all these wins that you're going on about, pal? One win against Huddersfield, a nil-nil draw against Blackburn, um, and a game cancelled there. A defeat against Luton, defeat again against Luton in the cup, draw with Cardiff, another draw with Luton, and another defeat to Hull. Where's all these wins that you're banging on about, pal? Where are they all? Please tell me, because you just said you're winning consistently, so that just shows that you're not even worth debating with, because you're not coming up with real facts, mate. And you want me to take your comments seriously? Come on, have a word with yourself, mate. Seriously, unbelievable. I've no problem with banter, guys. But if you're going to come and banter me, come with, some comments, common sense with your comments, and show some football intelligence that you're knowledgeable about football. no offense, Millsall, you just made yourself look absolutely ridiculous coming out. We're winning. I've just read out your last 6, 7, 8 results, and they're nowhere near winning result. You won one game in the last 6, 7, 8 games. And he's coming on here having a pop, taking the mick out of Bolton. Honest, how ridiculous can you make yourself sound? Really, seriously. Minnie Mo saying, evening, I'm a bit late tonight. Was training someone new at work, so couldn't go on my phone. No worries, Maggie. Thank you. Sorry, not Maggie. Minnie. My apologies there, Minnie. No worries, mate. Hopefully, that staff appreciates getting trained by somebody with quality skill. I presume you must have skills in your job, mate, to be training people. So yeah, totally understand that, Minnie. And great to have you drop in, mate. Hopefully everything with you okay tonight. And hopefully you've not been working too hard, mate. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. Joey's saying, evening, Minnie. Nice one, Joey, top man. And Minnie Mo, oh no, I missed Ethan's joke. Yeah, he actually came on a good one tonight. And Ethan, and unfortunately, Maggie, sorry, Minnie. Why do I keep saying that? Because the names are similar. My apologies, mate. Minnie, Ethan did pop on earlier, but he's in a bit of discomfort tonight. He's broke his arm, so we wish him well. And hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. But he still came on and cracked one or two jokes, which was good. So thanks for that, Minnie. Really appreciate it. Joey saying, scroll back and read it about traffic lights. Yeah, it was a good one, wasn't it, that Joey? Thanks for that, mate. Millsard saying, Jose is Bolton fan. No worries. Thanks for that. Well, he didn't stay for long, mate, so I don't, Jose, not didn't pop in for long, but thanks for that, Millsard. Minimo is saying, where Liverpool playing tonight, Joey? No, they weren't playing tonight. Sorry. Um, my bad. I will quickly read out the results in a moment, guys. In fact, let's do it now and then it's out of the way. Millsard saying, are they? No, I don't think they were. Joey saying, no, mate, we was playing. We play tomorrow, Wolves at home. Thanks for that, Joey. Well, let's just quickly um, have a quick look, guys, over the other results. I'll just quickly read through them as fast as possible. So you guys are up to date with what's gone on. So obviously we had 4 games, 4 replay games in the English FA Cup tonight. So those games finished Stoke City 0, Brighton 1, Leicester 1, Blackburn 2. So a cup upset there. Blackburn knocking out Leicester. Fulham 2, Leeds 0. Bristol City 0, Man City 3. In the Championship, as we know, it finished 0-0 with Preston Coventry. And in the other game going on in the Championship, it's Luton 2, Millwall 2. So only 2 games in the English Championship. League One tonight, Derby County 2, Cheltenham Town 0, Lincoln City 1, Milton Keynes Dons 1, Peterborough United 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Portsmouth 3, Bolton 1. In League Two, finished Wimbledon 2, Stevenage 3, Barrow 1, Salford City 1, Gillingham 0, Bradford City 2, Harrogate Town 1, Northampton Town 1, Tranmere Rovers 1, and Crawley Town 0. And just quickly, guys, a couple of games also in Scotland tonight in Scottish Championship. Only 1 game there tonight, but it finished Dundee 1, Partick Thistle 3. And 2 games in Scottish League Two. It finished Bonnie Ridge Ross 1, Forfar Athletic 1, and in the other game, Dumbarton 1, Stenhousemuir 0. Minnie Mo, tell me, how am I meant to pronounce that Bonnie Ridge Rose? I can't. If you're still there, Minnie, let me know if I'm pronouncing that anywhere near correct, because every time I come up against that team's name, I'm always wondering if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So I'm sure, Minnie, you can let me know, mate. You've got a better understanding of the Scottish vocabulary. So yeah, I'd appreciate that, mate. Thanks for that, Joey. Millsard saying we got 92 points last season. Yep, absolutely. He had a great season last season, but that was last season, mate. We're in this season now. So need to concentrate on what your team's doing now. And I'll be honest, mate, I hope you guys do manage to avoid the drop, because then we can have some genuine banter next season, which will mean something because we'll be potentially uh, or could potentially be in the same league. So I hope you guys do manage to stay up. But like I say, talking about what happened last season makes no bearing on this season. Minimo is saying, I see tonight's game was 0-0. Stephen's prediction, Stevie's prediction. No, I think Stevie gave a 2-1 prediction tonight. So no, Minimo. Stevie didn't jinx it tonight, mate. So no, but it did finish 0-0. Unfortunately, but not to worry. Joey's saying, laugh out loud, Minnie. Don't think so. Think it was Aaron. No, I'm sure Stevie gave a 2-1 prediction, if I remember correctly. Millsard saying, guys, would you rather sleep in a glass bed or metal bed? I think that's an unusual one, Millsard. Um, see what response you get to that, mate. Mini Mo saying Man City won tonight, Joey. Yeah, that was to be expected, wasn't it, Mini? Unfortunately. Uh, Mini Mo saying metal. Yep, that's fair enough. Milsard saying art history, 91 years, but my nan, who Bolton fan says football town. Well, I actually went to school over in Wigan, mate, and I know Wigan is not a football town. I know that from living over there. Wigan is very much a rugby town. You go speak to most of the public in Wigan, most of them support rugby. But fair enough. Joey is saying, I know 3-0. Minimo saying Blackburn best. Blackburn beat Leicester. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Blackburn a rival club to Bolton, but good luck to them. I wish them the best. Nice to see a cup upset, and it would be nice for Blackburn fans to enjoy a little bit of a cup run. So I wish them the very best with that. To be fair, mate, no problem with that. Like I say, I'm only interested in the rivalry with Bolton and Blackburn when we actually play each other. So yeah, I wish them the best of luck. Hopefully, they can continue that cup run. Um, Joey is saying, is it sat you play mini? Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's have a quick look. Is there any Scottish games on tomorrow night? Um, yeah, must be. Scottish Women's Premier League going on tomorrow night, but yeah, must be Saturday. The Scottish leagues are played uh, next. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. But the Scottish ladies game is on tomorrow. Um, Millsard saying down 10 men in 95th minute. What we meant to do with 1 minute left. Well, yeah, I didn't actually watch the game. I just saw the red card, mate. But all I'm saying is, you're banging on about how bad Bolton game went against Portsmouth. Two clubs, arguably, think most fans would argue both those clubs um, are underachieving right now a bit, being in this League One through issues with ownership, the same as your club found themselves down there for similar reasons, um, which is shows the football intelligence to know that knowledge. But yeah, like I say, Milzard, I ain't looking for a problem with your club, mate. You're the one looking for a problem with my club um, unnecessarily. And the point that I'm trying to make is you're banging on about Bolton losing when you just lost to Preston. So, your logic of coming bantering other clubs when your own team is losing and talking rubbish saying that your own club is winning, that means you're blatantly lying about your club winning because that you said it in an earlier comment that your club is winning games at the minute. Well, I don't think a 2-1 defeat to Preston last time I checked that was a defeat, not a win. So Like I said, I'm not even going to take you on anymore, mate. In fact, I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to just ignore your messages because you're not even putting up an intelligent football debate. Never mind the banter. Millsard is saying Norwich good, Blackburn good, Bristol not lost since December. Yeah, but come on, Bristol was playing Manchester City tonight, which is leagues and leagues ahead of them right now. Minimo saying, yep, but it's away. Next Wednesday, we're at home against Rangers. Oh, that's a difficult one, mate. Um, but a perfect opportunity for you guys to cause a shock in the league. Joey's saying, ooh, that's a big game. Fingers crossed you can get something from that. Absolutely. That should be a really cracking game. And I love to see I'd love to see the clubs in Scotland start taking points off Rangers and Celtic. It really kind of irritates me that they're so dominant in that league, and they bang on about it, Rangers and Celtic fans, whilst not showing that they're that good in Europe, carrying that success that they carry in the league into Europe. Uh, but yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Um, Millsard saying you watch highlights against Preston, never a penalty. Mate, I didn't watch the game. I just told you that. All I'm going off, I'm simply reacting to uh, your banter and hate that's coming unnecessarily. And I'm pointing out the fact that you just lost to your Preston, and you're coming having a dig at Bolton for losing to put away at Portsmouth. Um, but anyway, let you crack on with yourself, mate. Crack on. Minimo saying, Miltord, haha, it's a team that are rubbish, but always uh, beat you. Every club has a bogey team. Um, yeah, that's a fair comment, Mini. Miltord said, okay, so uh, for City Wigan. Well, I don't follow that one, mate, but fair enough. Minimo saying, terribly pronounced Cass. Sorry, mate. I'll yeah, I'll have to. I'm gonna have to pronounce. I'll have to Google it one hour. The Google mouth and see if I can get it to pronounce it to me, so I can try and get it better. But thanks for that, Minnie. At least I'm trying. At least I'm trying. So yeah, but thanks for that. Minnie also said, "How's Melanie doing?" Melanie. Um, Um, Millsard, obviously talking about another player there. Millsard saying it was hard to say to be fair. Fair enough. Millsard saying 5 games in charge, won one, drawn three, lost one. Well, hopefully you guys will get back to winning ways soon. Minimo is saying too many draws was his downfall up here. Hope they change. Hope they change into wins for you guys. Thanks for that, Minnie. Appreciate the positivity, mate. Millsard, laugh out loud. Wherever. Minimo saying, right, I'm off. See you soon, folks. Thanks, guys. No worries, Minnie. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Obviously, you just finished work, so totally understandable. You want to get in and enjoy what's left of your evening. But so really do appreciate you coming, getting involved. Look after yourself, Minute. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah, hopefully see you again soon, mate. Appreciate that. Joey saying bye, Minnie. Don't work too hard. Absolutely well said, Joey. Millsrod saying bye, Minnie as well. Thanks for that, Millsrod. Millsrod saying, who does Minnie support? I forgot. Hibernian. She's a Hibs fan. Joey is saying mini supports hips. Thanks for that, Joey. Uh, Maggie saying, thanks, guys. Off back to work. See you next time. Thank you, Maggie. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. And don't work too hard. Like I said, thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Really appreciate all your positive comments tonight. And been great to have you involved in the chat, mate. And like I say, stay safe up there at work and safe journey home once you've finished. And hopefully see you again soon, mate. Take care. Millsard saying bye. I'm off. No worries, Millsard. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved tonight. Appreciate it. Even though you've been trying to get me on the wind up, which is I don't mind the banter, like you say, mate. But time and a place, please. You know, if you're going to come at me with a wig and bolt banter, come at me with a bit more class, and I'll happily have some friendly banter with you. But when you uh, come at me with it on, you know, where there's no need for it, I'm not going to really react to it very well. So uh, I'm just being honest with you, mate. But enjoy the rest of your evening, Millsard. Joey is saying, don't forget to hit the like button before leaving. Top man, thank you very much for that, Joey. Really, really appreciate it. Um, Nice of you to remember, mate, because I do forget, to be fair, as I'm getting on with the games and stuff. So, yeah, no worries, Joey. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate you mentioning that. So, top man. Millsard saying, we got Birmingham on Saturday. We can win that. Absolutely, of course you can. State that. So, I like to see, mate. Positive thinking. Always think positive about your own team. Millsard saying, sorry about banter. Me just tired. Plus, I'm so good at editing. Um, no worries, not a problem, mate. Like I said, I don't mind the banter, Millsard, and I want to get on with you if you've not recognised that up to now. I really do want to get on with you, mate. And I don't mind having some banter with you about the Wigan Bolton rivalry, but you know it needs to be where it's suitable. Um, you know, I don't really see it as suitable when both of our teams lose. There's no banter. There's just no banter. Your team lost, my team lost. There's no banter. We both lost. So you know, um, like I say, I don't mind the banter when it's got some, when it's you know when it's right. You know what I mean? And I think you're quite an intelligent football fan if you put your mind to it, mate. I just think you get carried away a bit sometimes trying to do the wind up. But thank you very much, Millsard. Millsard also saying let's get 10 likes. Well, if we're not at 10 likes tonight, I've got to say that's pretty disappointing. Let's have a look. One, two. Um, Three. So we had Millsard, we've had Joey, we've had Maggie. So that's three people there. We've had Minimo four. Um, have a quick look. Five, Maggie. Six, Josh. Seven, Coventry fan. Hurricane eight. So yeah, Ethan nine. So yeah, we should be on at least nine sub likes. Hopefully, if everybody who's been involved tonight, hit the like button. Um, Well, if we're not to 10, so be it. Whatever. I'm not really too fussed, to be honest. I do my best. And if you guys hit that like, it's very much appreciated. Um, Thank you very much. Joey is saying, cheers, guys. Going to jump off now. Yeah, I'm going to jump off now, mate. Go and get something to eat. But thank you very much, Joey. Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. And hopefully see you again soon. Look after yourself. Stay safe, mate. And really, really do appreciate, as always, your positivity, mate. Top man. Massive shout out there to Joey. Really positive. Always making the effort to be friendly and welcoming to other fans and honest. Doesn't go unnoticed, Joey. Really do appreciate that. Millsard saying, let's win on Saturday and you win so we can give a talk. No worries, mate. Like I say, uh, wish you the guys the best. I do. I hope you do win. I would love to see you guys stay in the championship, and obviously it'd be great if both to get promoted. And then next season we can enjoy some banter what would actually be a lot more logical when we're playing each other. So yeah, Millsard saying road to 1K sub. Yeah, we're getting there. Keep plodding on, but obviously, I'm not sure what subs we picked up tonight. If we have any, some streams we pick up a couple, some streams we don't. But it's just about keep going at the minute. Um, but thank you very much for mentioning that, Milford. Appreciate it. Um, and Joey is saying, you too, mate. Bye for now. Yep, absolutely. Thank you very much, Joey. Milford, thank you also, mate. Also, Minnie, and um, also we want to give a special mention as well. To give a mention to Maggie, Aaron as well. But we want to give a special mention to Ethan, who told us that he broke his arm tonight. So we wish him an absolutely the best and a speedy recovery. Hopefully, he'll be on the mend very soon. So we just want to specially mention Ethan. And like I say, our best wishes are with you. And I'm sure you guys agree with me with that. And also send your best wishes to Ethan. But yep, that's it from me for now, guys. Take care, look after yourself, stay safe, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon. Bye for now.